Isaac Thomas, and I'm here to talk to you about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 29. Here are some things about Article 29. Everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of his personality is possible. In the exercise of his rights and freedoms, everyone shall be subject to only such limitations as are determined by the law solely for the purpose of securing due recognition and respect for the rights and freedoms of others, and of meeting the just requirements of morality, public order, and the general welfare in a democratic society. And also, these rights and freedoms may in no case be exercised contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. Now, basically, what this article is telling you about is that it will grant you responsibility. This article grants you responsibility in the community. Responsible is basically a duty or obligation upon the moral or legal accountability to behave correctly and respect the ability or authority to act, to take decisions independently. But that is not the only thing this article will grant you. It will also grant you freedom. This article gives you the right to be responsible for the community that you live in. It gives you the freedom to meet peacefully as a community with no restrictions, which basically means that you have a responsibility and freedom to go meet as a community and do nothing wrong. Now, here are some examples. Many have rallied peacefully after Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin, and the 2 cops that were assassinated in New York. No one was stopped because they have the freedom to do it accordingly to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. These were not breaking up because it was peaceful. There was nothing wrong. They didn't destroy nothing. They didn't break nothing. It was peacefully the way that it should have been done. Now, it is not just the responsibility of rallies. It can also be the responsibility of small things in your neighborhood, like neighborhood watch, block parties, and community meetings. If you have a disability, you have the freedom and responsibility to be involved in your community. And no one can say no because you have the right. If you are disabled, nobody can say that you cannot be in this function because you're disabled. It is your community. You have the freedom and responsibility to be in any function that you want to be in. Now, here are some counter arguments. Some might say that there have been rallies that has been broken up. Also might say there are some communities that do not accept other people to join their community. And lastly, and the biggest one, there are some people that have meetings that are racist to other ethnicities, like the KKK. Now, here's what I gotta say about that. For rallies that have been broken up, they were not conducted peacefully to the general public, which made them forcefully broken up. If you are sitting there breaking stuff and acting like a fool, of course they're gonna break your rally. The police have to do it. And for people who are not accepted, and some communities are welcome not to accept certain people, like the nudist community. They can feel free not to accept people who wear clothes. The nudist community is a community that are full of naked people, and they have the right to not accept you if you're wearing clothes. You have an obligation to go by their rules. And lastly, for people who meet up for racism to other ethnicities, as long as they are meeting peacefully, there is nothing that we can do. Now, I know people might say the KKK and stuff, they're wrong to do that. I know, I'm a fan of saying that it's wrong, but if they're meeting peacefully, they are doing nothing wrong. All you can do is just sit back and mind your business. That's all you can do. And as Martin Luther King Jr. quotes, one has a moral responsibility to disobey unjust laws. What that basically means is that it is your right, your freedom, and your responsibility is that if something unlawful, injustice is going on, you have the right and the freedom to be responsible to say it is wrong. Like if there's a rally going on and they're destroying your business or your home, you have the right to say you cannot do that because I'm responsible for this community. So you can stop them before they even do it because it's your right and your freedom. In conclusion, Article 29 grants you the right to freedom and responsibility of the community. I am for Article 29 because I believe that everyone should have the right to meet as a community, to meet peacefully, no matter what moral standing you are. It doesn't matter what color, what race, or ethnicity you are. You have the freedom to do what you do as a family and community. This right should be implemented so people will not be afraid to express themselves together as a group. Article 29 is important for people to know that you can be more of the community than you think you are. Article 29 is an important article that most people should do. I am for it because I believe that in my community, even at my house, I have the freedom to do what I want. If I want to go to a family outing in the community, then I have the right to do that. I'm responsible to keep my community clean. Now, I am for it and you should too. My name is David Thomas, and that is me talking about Article 29, the rights of freedom, responsibility of your community. Thank you.